We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Brissett going to go to the air right away. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Brissett on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Kerry Hyder in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Thomas has it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd-and-1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brissett. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Get down, baby.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and 8. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Brissett now.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson
From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw is Brissett. Not much there, only a yard.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett
back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Brissett.
Able to connect with Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Gibson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Robinson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Let's go, man. Let's go, fellas. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. How about what you got, boys?
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and 2.
They'll try and run the option left side. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
On second and 9, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
To throw again on second down.
Purdy
throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Purdy looking to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Here's McLeod on the return.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Brissett. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Brissett. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. That's right.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught outright by Jennings. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brissett, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Brissett. Throw right side complete to Dotson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Brissett on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A give up the middle to Gibson. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 3rd down, Brissett.
And he finds McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Brissett now.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead is now 24.
Let's go, let's go. Every week. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, let's go, baby. Plays. One more. Let's do it. Get some showtime, baby. Play smart, baby. Nothing here. Anytime. What's the deal, y'all?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They are certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 7. Purdy looking to throw.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
Got his target, Samuel.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A handoff for Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. 1:39 to go. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it 1 bite at a time.
Okay.
That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
7 yards there and a 1st down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Purdy on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one